Previously on Survivor, Austin continued to bluff about his hidden immunity idol.
And I'm going in the World Series poker. Like, I do not have an idol. I do not have anything. I don't know what I'm doing.
Meanwhile, Hunter and Brandon set their sights on making a power move by voting off Luke.
It's just a big power play we got to do, and hopefully everything works out. But
definitely, Luke, we've got to backdoor him. He's strong, and he's definitely a competitor, so that's definitely a viable option.
As day 2 wrapped up, Jordan became worried that there could be a potential tie.
Right now, it seems like Austin's probably going to side with them, with Hunter and Brandon still, and vote for Luke. So that'd put us in a tie.
As day 3 began, Hunter began to worry about Austin and his hidden immunity idol.
right now we got to focus on the biggest threat right now is Austin. His idol is completely a wild card right now that we can't really control, so we might as well axe it, but we got to make sure that he's not really thinking he's in danger.
At the challenge, it was Brandon who claimed victory.
Brandon wins immunity!
Before Tribal Council, Luke and Bailey were unsure who to target due to fear of hidden immunity idols in play.
How likely is it that Brandon will give Austin the hidden immunity idol and that Brandon will give Hunter the hidden immunity idol and let Hunter play it just to be safe to move on?
Fairly likely.
But with Luke convincing Hunter and Brandon that Austin was after Hunter.
And wait, what are they saying exactly?
Austin. They're gonna.
Okay, so they actually think that Austin is voting off Hunter. Okay, basically I kind of worked a little bit to make them think, because the three of them were voting me off. So I told them that Austin was actually using that play to get us three to vote with him to vote Hunter off.
Luke, Bailey, and Jordan decided to vote for Hunter, leaving Brandon without his #1 ally.
Hunter, Travis spoken.
5 are left. Who will be voted off next?
Anything else, Hunters?
I think that's it.
Where did you put his green jacket?
Oh.
It was in his sleeping bag. So Tribal Council today, Hunter got voted off. That was our plan. So you know, that's good. I mean, you could tell definitely he was surprised, and so was Brandon. I think Austin was surprised too. I think he was expecting me to go home. I didn't know. I don't think he knew that he was 2 steps behind there.
Look, I like your shirt.
Thank you.
It's a good shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So few people get it though. They think that I'm like advertising an actual beat farm.
White.
Beats.
It's white. Battlestar Galactica.
The 3 Ps.
That one, it was intense just because I saw Luke's name and I saw Austin's name, and they weren't part of our plan. We were thinking Hunter was going to be the one that was booted, which that played out nicely, but that was definitely terrifying. I had a high heart rate at that point because I was worried about Luke getting voted out and also Austin, just because Hunter was our priority at that time.
Tribal Council, that kind of really took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting Hunter to go. I was never told about that, so I voted for Austin, but I told Austin that it was Luke because Luke made a final 2 deal with Hunter, which is true, but I don't know if Hunter was going to follow through with that or go with me.
that really took me by surprise, and now it kind of scares me because the pattern's been going. The person who won the immunity idol, then they're the next one out. So that means I'm next on the chopping block.
Maybe eat it.
Eat some.
We might as well. I wish there were more food rewards.
I guess my reaction at Tribal Council was kind of shock. I mean, I was the only one who voted for Luke because I thought that was a plan. It kind of showed me how out of loop I was, and how I have to take a much more proactive approach to this game. So I guess it was just kind of a wake-up call for me. The next plan that I know of, I was talking with Brendan just now, is to get out Luke and then Jordan. Because we all agree that Luke is a bigger threat. I'm just nervous that they're going to see me and backstab me out. Because they could do that if Jordan, Luke, and Bailey outnumber Brandon and I. They could vote me out pretty easily.
Well, that's what I expected to happen, and like I think every tribal council I've been to, like what I expect to happen has happened. So like, I wasn't too nervous. I mean, like, when Austin had 2 votes and Hunter only had 1, it was a little tense. But I still was pretty sure Hunter was gonna get out.
I feel like I'm alone. I mean, Luke and I have been close, but I feel like Luke's connecting with Bailey and Jordan right now, and it kind of scares me. I have to talk to Luke because honestly, he's a really strong competitor, and if I had him by my side, it could help a lot. Or if I have Austin by my side, it could help a lot. But Bailey and Jordan also want me by their side for the final 3, so I don't know. It's gonna be, if I stick around long enough, it's gonna be a lot of backstabbing.
Yeah. Did everyone else have a piece already? I think so. The only problem is Brandon's gonna play his immunity idol.
Yeah.
And so are you, I'm guessing? Brandon, I mean, he has the idol. He's shown me it. He's gonna play. He's safe next vote, no matter what. He's gonna play it. So you know, no point of thinking about voting him off because you know he's not gonna give that away for sure. But I got to take it one step at a time. Just try to win immunity each time, I guess. You know, and hope that you know, if I don't, hope that Austin doesn't have the immunity idol and he's just been you know, telling everyone that he does, but really doesn't. The chance of him finding it were so low, and the only person he ever like technically showed was Hunter, and both of them were kind of scheming to vote me out. Okay. Because my guess is because Brandon was going to play it.
Yeah, there's no.
You want to poison Dan?
Well, this is the last time you can use it, so it's like now or never.
Oh, okay.
So he's gonna play it. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be real tough to figure out who to vote because you haven't hit me idol too.
They think that I have the idol and I'm going to play it at this next round, so that might keep me safe because they're like, "Are you going to play your idol?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to play my idol. That's the last time I can play it." So hopefully that keeps me safe, but again, it's not 100% guaranteed.
I mean, obviously I don't want me to go, but yeah, someone's gonna have to.
I don't know. I mean, like, Bailey's not the biggest threat, but at the same time, she kind of, you know, goes unnoticed, and then she does really well.
She can sway the jury.
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest threat that Bailey has about because Bailey really hasn't picked anybody off.
Okay. Yeah. We'll keep talking about this. I think after the challenge we should talk about it because whoever wins immunity idol, that changes like the entire scheme of everything. Because I mean, Brandon, if he wins immunity idol, there's nothing for him to do unless he wants to give his immunity idol to someone.
Yeah.
Which probably not gonna happen.
Well, I think Brandon has the hidden immunity idol, so barring disaster of Austin winning the immunity challenge, we're gonna vote him out, I'm pretty sure, and then get Brandon.
Yeah, I think we just decide what's going on after this next challenge because this next challenge is so important. So
yeah, we're just talking about what's next. It's gonna be a tough decision because
I think the hidden immunity idols are going to be pretty big in this next one. We not only have to be strategic about who we choose, but also who has the idols so far. It's kind of unsure whether Austin has one or not, and I think we know for sure that Brandon has one. So we're just gonna have to play that, very, very carefully and make sure that they don't play those when we need them out.
The next challenge, whoever wins it's gonna be
everything. Is that our last? No, we have 3 more challenges?
Three more challenges, 3 more tribals.
Okay.
So.
Alright. I think my strongest alliance is with Brandon. I mean, when it gets down to this, I think you can't lone wolf it anymore. I think I have to start talking to people a lot more, allying with people a lot more, and I just kind of up my game a little bit. I would like to have Jordan Austin because he doesn't really trust me that much. He's been wanting to get me off onto the jury for a while, so I think he's the biggest threat to me personally.
Set the correct events apart or be the 5th to depart.
The end.
Yeah.
There's usually 4 lines.
Say that first part again.
Set the correct events apart.
So it's got to be matching which competitions we're winning.
I think this one's fairly big. I mean, it's down to the final 5 now. So it's going to be important that we either get me, Jordan, or Luke, to win this immunity challenge.
No, like just in general.
It's not even
some sort of history.
Okay.
My best thing to try is to win immunity and just try to start winning immunity more and more.
The next immunity is very important. If I get this next immunity, that would be huge for me, and it would force them to either vote off Luke or Brandon, or Luke or Jordan.
Take a seat at one of these rocks. First things first, Brandon, I'm going to have to take immunity back. Immunity back up for grabs. Win this and you make it to the final 4. So, we are making our way through day 3 of Survivor. Let's see how good your memory is of the past 3 days. I'm going to ask you a series of questions about the game, and you see if you can remember the answers. I have 7 questions, so whoever has the most points after 7 questions wins immunity. If it ends up being a tie, we'll go on to tiebreaker questions. If you want, you can try to cover up your answers. You are pretty close, so make sure that you can try to cover up your answers. When I say reveal, you all show me. Alrighty, so let's get going. First question. What was the last symbol revealed in the tile challenge? So that was the number 3 challenge. What was the last symbol? Alright, everyone reveal. Bear, 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 bear. Everyone gets a point. Alright, so there's going to be 3 names on this one. You need all 3 to get the point. Who sat out in the bottle balancing challenge? That was the one where you carried the bottles across and then you had to solve a phrase at the end. Who were the 3 people who sat out of that challenge? Alright, reveal. Alright, Brandon says Garrett, Beverly, and Skylar. That is incorrect. Bailey only has Julia. That's incorrect. Jordan has Garrett, Skylar, Austin. That is incorrect. Austin has Austin, Bailey, and Bev. That is incorrect. Luke has nothing. So no one gets a point there. It was Jonah, Skylar, and Austin. So Jordan only missed 1 there. Alrighty, question number 3. Who were the first 4 people called down at the start of the game? So there's 2 from each tribe that I called and introduced. Who were the first 4 people? You need all 4 to get it right. No, just the 4 names. Alrighty, reveal. Alright, Brandon has Austin, Bryce, Grant, Julia. That is incorrect. Bailey doesn't have anything. Bryce, Grant, Luke, Garrett. That is correct. Jordan gets a point. Bryce, Jonah, Brandon, Hunter. That is incorrect. Garrett, Bryce, Luke, Grant. That is correct. Jordan and Luke each have 2 points now. Austin, Brandon, and Bailey still at 1. Question number 4. What were the first 2 colored rocks in the final 6 challenge? In the first round, what were the first 2? All right, reveal. Brandon, you said blue and orange. That is correct. You now have 2 points. Bailey had blue and white. That is incorrect. Jordan had blue and amber. That is correct. Austin had orange and clear white. That is incorrect. Luke had dark blue and orange. That is correct. So Brandon's at 2. Jordan and Luke are at 3. And Austin and Bailey are at 1. Question number 5. What were the matchups in the Sawhorse Balancing Challenge? So just the first round, will be 4 pairs. 4 pairs of people. Alrighty, reveal. Okay, Brandon says Jordan, Luke, Beverly, Bailey, Hunter, Brandon, Garrett, Austin. That is correct. Brandon now at 3 points. Jordan and Jonah, Grant and Luke, not enough names, and not incorrect. Beverly, Bailey, Jordan, Luke, Brandon, Austin, Hunter, Garrett. That is incorrect. Beverly, Bailey, Brandon, Hunter, Garrett, Austin, and Jordan and Luke. That is correct. Luke, Jordan, Garrett, Austin, Brandon, Hunter, Beverly, Jenny. That is incorrect. Jenny was not in the game. It was Bailey. Okay, so Brandon is at 3. What was Beverly's final score in the Cornhole or Holy Board Challenge? What was her total score? Alright, reveal. Alright, Brandon said 7, Bailey said 7, Jordan says 8, Austin says 8, Luke says 7. The correct answer, 7. Beverly gets a 2, she is now up to 7. So that means Luke and Brandon are at 4. Jordan is at 3, Austin is at 3, or 2. So since this is the final question, Austin and Bailey, you have no chance of winning, so you're out. Jordan, Brandon, and Luke, you are in this final question. Jordan, the way you can survive is if Luke and Brandon get it wrong and you get it right. You guys can win it here as well. And if we go to tiebreaker, we'll go to those questions. Who were the 4 fire makers in the first challenge? Alright, reveal. Alright. Brandon says Paris, Jelks, Garrett, and Skylar. Jordan says Garrett, Skylar, Luke, and Hunter. Luke says Garrett, Beverly, Paris, and Jelks. The correct answer, Brandon. That means Brandon wins immunity. Second time in a row. Come up here. You are safe. You are guaranteed a spot in the final 4 for Bailey, Jordan, Austin, or Luke, one of you will be going home and joining the jury. I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about. You can head back to camp.
Alright, that was enough.
If he has a hidden immunity, then they both have immunity,
But
and then it's
he seemed like when he got that question wrong, which put him out of the challenge, he seemed really like disappointed that he didn't get it right.
But he could be bluffing, you know? Like.
But why? But he's going no matter what. He's gonna have to play it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know that one. It's a little bit of a difficulty because we were hoping that me, Jordan, or Luke would win that challenge since we're a bit of an alliance right now. We're not so worried about Brandon right now. And besides, he's got that hidden immunity idol with him, so he would have played that regardless. I talked to Jordan and Luke, and we were thinking Austin, because we don't think that he has a hidden immunity idol. We've kind of just gotten hints that he doesn't. If he does, though, then I don't really know who I'd go for. Yeah, but then he'll be immune for this tribal if he actually has one.
I know, but he lost the challenge, and he was mad about it.
Yeah.
Which if I had hidden immunity idol, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like,
no.
All right, I'm still good.
But he might be pretending to be mad so that we feel like we're secure.
I think it's more likely that he's bluffing about having a hidden immunity idol. Because like I've told him, like, yeah, you'll have to play your hidden immunity idol next time. He's like, yeah, I do. So maybe he's bluffing that. I thought I was gonna win the last challenge, but I got like slipped away at the last few questions, which is kind of disappointing because Brandon really needed it because I'm pretty sure he has a hidden immunity idol, and who knows what he's gonna do with that now. But yeah, that's a tough loss. I feel like it's a risk we have to take. Either like we have to backstab one of each other, or just make this risk and let them decide who gets out. But I think I'm definitely gonna go for Austin, and hope the others don't backstab me. Yeah, well, yeah. I'm kind of, Austin has wanted me out for a while, and then I backstabbed Brandon's main alliance.
Oh.
So I mean,
okay.
They could just get me out of like vindication, but.
So I guess like we just don't talk to them about like what they should do and let them kind of decide.
If they ask, what should we say though?
I mean, if they ask, I say.
I never know.
I just say. Well, we just make them think that both of them have, like Brandon definitely, Austin, just be like, what you should do is do a split vote. Each of you vote for one, and then we'll base it off of luck to see who goes. Right now, all I think we're gonna do is the three of us are gonna vote for Austin, hoping that he doesn't have the hidden immunity idol, and then whatever, if he does, whoever him and Brandon vote for are gonna play. That's the idea right now. We'll see if that changes. I just gotta talk to some more people and see what's going on. So. I think we figured out what we want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking to someone?
I have. They called me again.
Oh, talk to Austin. Okay.
I feel sick.
Yeah, they're talking right now. So most likely it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me or Jordan, most likely. So, you're probably.
But we gotta assume that we can assume that he has it. Austin has the immunity idol, but have we actually seen him with?
Well, no matter what, we're gonna vote for him.
My plan is to try to stick with Jordan and Luke. That was like the ultimate game strategy that Luke came up with. So that one is working out really, really well, and it's a really good plan. So we're just gonna stick with that, with me, Jordan, and Luke together, trying to go to the final three. It's hard to see you go down though, because we've stuck it out through this whole thing, like alliance to the end.
Yeah, just got caught up in it. Well, we're not done yet though, because even if I go out, it's still 2v2 with no hidden immunity idols, which means you guys are still solid.
Yeah.
Hopefully Austin doesn't have it, and if we walk out with the three of us and then Brandon, that'd be a huge victory.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they will be gunning for me. Also, I heard Jordan's name pop up too with Austin and Brandon. I don't know why. For some reason, Austin just hasn't really liked Jordan that much and has been wanting him out for quite a few quite a few votes now, and Jordan the same way. So we'll just have to see, I guess.
Basically, so this is the last round you can play your idol.
This is the last round.
It's the last round you can play your idol. They think I'm gonna put my idol because this is my last chance to do it, so they're not gonna vote. They're not gonna vote for me. I feel good about Brandon getting immunity, although at the same time it would have been nice to have him be like vulnerable as a threat to the other people, so that they wouldn't be put to focus on me. So, have you spoken with Jordan or anybody like that?
Nope. They were just about to talk to me about who they were going to vote out. I think they were going to go for you, I thought.
Yeah, I think they are going to go for me.
So Austin feels on the outskirts now, and people got to come to me. I've got to have their trust to give it to them, to know that I can take you far enough in this game. Just, like, trust me, and if you vote me out, if you're not getting my vote, I mean, I gave you that idol. So, I mean, if anybody comes to me, that's my spiel, and I've got to have their 100% trust, because I am keeping them in this game to the final four. I mean, it was you, me, and Hunter final three, but then
Okay. And Hunter was going to get me up.
Yeah, but that was kind of a blindside too. I wasn't expecting Hunter for a while, and then they're just like, yeah, Hunter.
Yeah. But I feel like I have really no other choice than to trust Brandon right now. I want to target Jordan very badly because he's pretty suspicious of me and such. But you know, I'd be fine with Luke going too. Bailey she's not the most competitive as a challenge, as I'm not exactly the most competitive at these types of challenges either, but she is very nice, and I feel like she would be able to, you know, she's a person who could go before the jury and say, you know, I didn't really like backstab any of you or anything like that, or like I kind of like you all. I mean, she's a very likable person, so in that respect, you know, she is dangerous.
You know, he's playing it well, so he might have it, but I don't think he. I don't think he does.
Because yeah, you'll have to decide who to give it to.
Yeah.
And I feel like giving it to Bailey and not her, I would probably be the best bet, because Luke's he's the biggest threat right now.
It's between Austin and Bailey for this one, for sure.
All right. This is the first tribal council where I feel like I could be voted off. I still think they'll vote Luke off, hopefully. But I think if Luke, Bailey, and I still are banding together, we're gonna try to vote Austin off and just pray that he's lying about having a hidden immunity idol.
For just, I just feel like he can't have it. He would have played it. I hinted at him enough.
Okay.
Like, I just kind of said his name out loud, and he looked. So I feel like if he had it,
Yeah, this one's gonna be another like heart race,
I mean,
like cold sweat
we know
thing.
who we're voting for, and if he doesn't play anything, he's out. Brandon could play his hidden immunity idol for someone else, you know, like Austin or something. That's either gonna be me going home or Austin going home, depending on whether or not he has the hidden immunity idol, because there's not really much we can do with that. I mean, I'll try to think of something, but right now it just seems like it all depends if he has that hidden immunity idol or not. You know, whether or not I go home or he goes home.
If Brandon, you know, decides to backstab me, I really don't know if there's anything I can do about it. But at the same time, I'm hoping that, you know, our relationship and our friendship kind of gets us through.
Brandon might as well play his hidden immunity idol for someone else since he has it and he already has immunity. So, and since he lost Hunter, he might as well try to get a new last two with someone.
All right, let's bring in our growing jury. Bryce, Aaron, Beverly, and Hunter voted off at the last tribal council. So Jordan, how does it feel now that more members are going over to the jury, and you're gonna have to ask them to vote for you to win if you make it to the final two?
I don't know. I've been thinking more about just getting to the final or the
final two.
Yeah. I've been more thinking about getting to the final two,
been winning so far, so I'll definitely have to start changing my mindset on that.
Bailey, how safe do you feel? There's only 4 people who can leave. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, you know, right now I'm feeling all right. But like you said, 4 people, it's pretty, you know, close fitting right now. So it's
Austin, how confident are you that you know what's going on, or are you unaware of what's going on?
I think that I'm both aware and unaware of what's going on. You know, some tribal council decisions I've been completely out of it, and at other times I've been really involved with it. So I would say that it's not really, you know, it changes. One minute you might feel like you're on top, and the next minute you kind of feel like you have no idea what you're doing.
Brandon, do you think you needed that immunity today?
I mean, I had the hidden immunity from food, and I found that immediately once I got to that tribe within 2 minutes. But I mean, so I felt safe coming into this, but just having this around my neck is even more guaranteed. You know, if like they were to split the votes or something against me and then try and get me out, so this is even more reassuring.
Luke, you were close. You were right up in there. Do you feel like you needed to win that immunity?
Yeah, I felt like I needed to win much. You know, it hurt. I made some dumb decisions. I wrote down Jenny instead of Bailey for one of them, which was really probably just the smartest thing because obviously Bailey was a challenge because she's here with us now, and I totally just left her now.
Alrighty, well, 4 of you will make it to the finals, and 1 of you is about to leave. It is time to vote. Jordan, you're up first.
You're a great player. If you have the hidden immunity idol, congratulations.
Anyone has the hidden immunity idol and like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
I would like to play the immunity idol.
The rules of Survivor state that if the hidden immunity idol is played, all casts of that person do not count. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Austin will not count. First vote, Austin. Second vote, Austin. We currently have no votes. Austin. That's 0 votes for everyone. Luke. That's 1 vote, Luke. 1 vote left. 5th member of the jury, Luke. Luke, I'm gonna ask you to bring me up your torch. Luke, Travis spoke. Time for you to go. Alrighty, congratulations to you, Austin, Brandon, Bailey, and Jordan. There are 4 of you left, 3 more tribal councils, 2 immunity challenges, but there can only be 1 survivor. You guys can grab your torches and head back to camp.
Next time on Survivor, only 4 remain. Brandon,
Now it's Final Four, and the pressure's really on now, but I'm loving it, so.
Bailey,
You know, it's kind of amazing that I've made it this far, Final Four. It makes me feel like I can actually maybe win this.
Jordan,
I just like to, if I don't win it, which doesn't look like I will because I've kind of backstabbed everyone in the council right now.
and Austin.
I mean, some things are obviously chance, but you have to be doing something right to make it to the Final Four. And I think, you know, I'm pretty proud of the fact that I made it here.
Who will outwit, outplay, and outlast all the others to become the sole survivor.
I'm not surprised I got voted out. I knew that it was going to be votes for me, and then 2 votes for me, 2 votes for Austin, and it was all going to be based upon if he had the hidden immunity idol, which he did. So you know, no hurt feelings. He found it, and you know, it obviously helped him out greatly here. So you know, I just I hope the best for everyone there. Hopefully, Bailey and Jordan can do something, and yeah, I'd love to see either one of them in the final 2. So.